We have, for strength, forearm plank, 3 times 45 seconds. And then we have body weight good mornings, 3 by 10. So are you going to be able to do a forearm plank? Okay, good. And then the Metcon is 3 rounds for time, single arm swings, 9 lateral hops over your weight, single arm shoulder press, 12 of them, 9 lateral hops over the weight, and then 12 single arm swings. So let's talk about this. I know you can do single arm swings with the one arm. Can you do like a modified 2 arm one? No? Okay. All right. So everything is going to have to be done with that right arm.
Yeah, fortunately, but yeah. It's getting better, but not yet. It's still.
Okay. So I would say that's a lot of shoulder presses just on the one side. So I think get your detergent for the presses. You can do push presses, right? But there's 36 of them. So I don't want you to injure your shoulder because of the volume.
Okay.
So I would say maybe do half of them with the detergent.
Okay.
And let's start off with the dumbbell and just push press or push jerk, anything shoulder to overhead that you can do with that arm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cut down the swings for you to 10 swings. So minus let's cut it down to 9 or 10 swings each time, because it's a lot on just the one arm between the shoulder to overhead and the swings. And by all means, cut down the shoulder to overhead as well if you feel like it's too much volume just for that one side. All right, so let's warm up. Let's do some lateral hops, not over your weight yet, but just some lateral hops. You're doing 25, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. All right, cool. Let's do a hinge walk. So we did these the other day. You're going to push your hips all the way back. And see how my back is flat? You're just going to do toe touches, alternating sides. 20 altogether, 10 per side. Both hands, so you're even. Yep. Flat back. Good. Focus on pushing your hips all the way back. Good. All right. Hang on. Let's do some shin box. So let's try not to put your hands on the floor since we've done this a bunch of times, and just pivot from your feet, digging your feet into the floor each time. I think I just deleted. So you're going to do 20 of those all together. All right. So let's now go back to standing. Let's do a Cossack to one side, touch your hands down on the floor, and then rotate from there. Standing up each time, but push your hips all the way back to do the Cossack. You're doing 10 all together. All right, so let's do a forearm plank for 20 seconds. That's about half the time. So here's what I want you to do. So obviously, forearms, right? Parallel, not in this triangle. So parallel, either palms facing each other or palms to the floor. You're going to step it out. And then I want you to draw your forearms towards your toes and your toes towards your forearms. See how automatically I get into a posterior pelvic tilt, and then all of this becomes tight. All right, let me get my clock. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Tight abs, posterior pelvic tilt, and push the floor away as much as you can. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. So let's get back on the floor and let's do some axial rotations. So bear sit position and just back and forth. Trying to do this movement just with your leg and not shifting your hips to follow your legs. So hips nice and still, 10 each side. All right, you're gonna get in a tall kneeling position. And we'll do some axial rotations. So squeeze back each time a little bit more and then squeeze down into internal rotation a little bit more. Try to keep your elbows the same height as your shoulders. Let's do 8 of these all together. And then from there, you're going to do some swimmers after you do your 8. So in that same position, hands behind your head, straighten out, rotate into internal rotation, fold, unfold, external rotation. So you're rotating your bicep throughout the movement. You're going to do 5 all together. All right, so let's go back to hinging. We're going to do our hip hinges. So I want you to practice, take a slightly wider stance, so shoulder width apart, but this time your feet are facing forward. And all you're going to do is push your hips all the way back and take a bow. Flat back. So notice how my back is flat. I'm not trying to get more my fingers down to the floor even more by curving my back. So I'm just coming to here where I can maintain a flat back. So let's do 10 of these. Yep, practice pushing your hips all the way back. All right. So the good mornings are going to be with your hand behind your head. So in this position, as you come forward, there's a tendency to close your elbows and round your back. I want you to just keep your back neutral and try to keep your elbows open. So from here, just come low enough that you can maintain your back position. So don't let, again, your elbows come forward and round your upper back. Let's do 5 practice ones of those. Excellent. Great. Those look excellent. All right. Let's start the strength portion, and we'll start with our forearm plank, making sure that you try to draw your elbows down to your toes so that it engages your abs. Let me just get my clock. All right. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, Amy, you are at 20 seconds. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right. So I'm going to leave it up to you how much rest you need. It's probably not a lot before you do your good mornings. But hands behind your head, 10 good mornings. Slow it down on the way down. Good. Excellent. Good. Why don't we take a 30-second break before you go into your forearm plank? If you don't have your detergent there, just grab it while we take our rest. All right, so back to forearm plank whenever you're ready. Good. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, you are at 20 seconds. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Think about pushing your hips back rather than pulling yourself down. Good. What was that little bit of a hitch?
I was pushing my hips back too much and I took the weight off my toes, the front of my heels. So I was trying to make sure I was
Okay.
not going to go backwards. But no, more about trying to keep my weight.
Oh, no, don't want to have another accident.
No more of those.
All right. Hang on. 30 seconds and then we'll go. All right, whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, plank. Posterior pelvic tilt. Twenty seconds. Thirty seconds. Three, two, one, rest. And then whenever you're ready, last set of good mornings. Awesome. All right. Why don't we, you practice your single arm swing. Not sure how to best do that. You can probably do, sorry, maybe try doing an outside swing if it, or actually this middle swing might be better because you don't want to hit your leg with a dumbbell. Good. Those look good. Try to keep your shoulders square as much as you can. So not too much, sorry, let me just adjust, relax. So not too much rotation when you come down this way, right? Try to just keep it more square. So rather than letting your other side go like this, keep it mostly forward. There's going to be a little bit of rotation. It's not, you can't help it, but try to minimize the rotation when you do that. Does that make sense? All right, so let's practice some push presses or push jerks. Let's get 4 of those. All right, so you were doing strict presses, which is great because that means you're super strong. But I think you should use your legs because you have 36 of those. So push press, don't forget, it's a dip and then straight legs at the top. So you do get to dip, right? Knees forward and then punch. So did I not see that correctly? Were you strict pressing or were you push pressing?
I started off doing strict presses. I only did the last 2 push presses. I was like, wait a minute, this is going to be far too hard. No.
No, you did push jerks.
Yes.
The last few did you push jerks, but the push presses, straight legs at the top of that movement.
Yeah, I was just doing straight presses. I will do push presses.
Okay. Don't do strict press. All right. So 3 rounds for time. 12 single arm swings, 9 lateral hops over your weight, 12 single arm presses, 9 lateral hops over your weight, 12 single arm swings. All right. and then you get a 1 minute rest. So make sure you look up at the clock before you start your next round. All right. Do you see the order? Okay, cool. So 12 swings, 9 hops, 12 presses, 9 hops, 12 swings. All right, so this is for time. Let me just hang on, start the clock. Sorry. All right, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Good, Amy. Good. Good. How was that?
Good. The push presses towards the end were a bit hard. So maybe this round I'll do push presses, but maybe in the last round I'll do push jerks.
Yeah. Fine. It's a shoulder to overhead for you. So even if you need to do push jerks this round.
Okay. But yeah, the rest of it's fine.
Okay, good. Good, Amy. Good. Do all push jerks this round. I'm not sure. Did Sam email you? She did. Okay. We'll talk about it after the workout.
Actually, depends about what, but yeah, we'll talk about it after the workout.
Okay, you're up. Good, Amy. All right. Did you see your time?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's do a quick cool down and then we'll talk.
Okay.
So can you push off that other arm on your forearm? Yeah. So if you got down on the Y position, can you just push off from your forearm to stretch out that arm?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to do 8 on that side. And then once you do 8, you're going to stay down on the ground. And then get into this position and just push yourself away from the floor so you open up your hips a little bit. We're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So roll yourself back into a towel. Hang out here. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your fingers over to your left. And then hang out for another 3, 2. Walk fingers on your right side. Hang out. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So you did get an email from Sam, right? I think this is the last week for level 1.
This is the last week.
Did she tell you that?
I didn't see that email, no.
Okay, so this is the last class for level 1. Going forward, I think, hang on, let me just make sure. So starting on the 29th, there's going to be it's all going to be all levels.
Okay.
And they're going to be outdoors with reservations for 10 max. So 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 12 p.m., 5:30 and 6:30. Those are going to be all at McCarran if you want to.
Yeah.
But I would, if she hasn't sent out the email, she's going to send out a general email to everybody. She might not have done that yet, but I'm just telling you because this is the last level 1 class. Or there's a all levels Zoom class at 7 a.m. as well. And then if you can't catch it at 7, you can watch the YouTube replay of that and join class that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Do any of those work with your schedule?
Yeah, probably more in the evening ones at McCarran would work better. It's just in the morning. I often have early meetings.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So most of the evening classes will be Ariel or Rob.
Yeah.
For the evening coaches for now. But I'm sure in the email she'll explain to you how to reserve your class. Class reservations will come out the previous evening at a certain time. And then it's capped off at 10 people.
And actually the 12 o'clock would work too. Yeah.
What's that?
The 12 o'clock would work. That could be a good way of forcing myself to have a break.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. And Sam will, there's no classes on Fridays, but there's classes Monday through Thursday at noon, and Sam's the coach for all of those.
Are you coaching or are you doing?
I'm coaching Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Morning classes are my jam.
Well, morning classes used to be my thing too, but then I had a kid, and that's the time I hang out with her before I start work. So yeah, but yeah, that used to be my thing. Morning jogs, and now
Well, maybe a noon class will be a good break.
Yeah, that could be a good break. Yeah, maybe I'll see it at 7 a.m. I'm never making 6 a.m. That's never happening.
I know. I would never be able to work out at 6 a.m. I can coach it, but I can't work out at 6 a.m.
No, I tried that when I used to do boot camp. I tried it at 6. I was like, that's not happening.
Just if you don't get an email by any chance, although it's to all members. Just contact me through Instagram, and I'll let you know the details, or email Sam.
Thanks, Mel.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye.